Elise
It
vs
felt like
Rek'Sai. Shit.
sorry.
Nah, just Elise vs Rek'Sai. That is an OG matchup.
Mm.
Yeah, you were saying?
Like this game, I feel like it should have been a win, but maybe I'm just really bad or something. Because it felt like the game I just lost control. Like you couldn't really do much.
Mid game? Let's be more specific.
Yeah, mid game towards late game. Like their Nyla gets so incredibly fed, and like no one can kill her, so we just lose. Like I don't know. I never played Elise versus Nyla. I don't know if you can dodge my Q. If
No,
that
it just
counts as an
autos.
auto attack.
Ah,
Okay.
did it happen?
I don't know. We just nobody did damage. Like it was really weird.
Damn, this Rek'Sai is pool clearing. Oh wow, I can't believe Camille actually tried to stop you here. Okay, whatever. I think when Camille stops you, Alvin, you should just base.
Okay.
What are you greeting for when you go back to your red buff here?
Yeah, pretty much nothing. I already have Sorks.
Yeah, something to still be aware of because I remember our last review we've talked about this, or our previous, not maybe not the last.
Yeah.
Whoa, nice. Close, close. Oh wow, so Nyla actually kills the whole bot tower. Okay. Didn't miss that. Because Jinx roams mid, then stays mid and dies. Back at the crime scene. Swap sides. Kill chase. Okay, we're moving off to mid game basically now.
It's like if I just go on her when I'm in the bush, I just lose. Like Skarner has no mana. We have like
Yeah,
nothing.
I think you just
I
have to
guess
use
you
the
should just
cocoon early
yeah.
and just poke her and kite out. I agree. She's got 2 items. Well, yeah, she's literally got 2 items, and you haven't even got your first item. Alright, let's look at it in a macro sense, alright? So we pick the side. We start 4 as 5, even though they can fight us. This might be risky. Okay, it's not. I mean, they didn't pick. Yeah, I respect it. Powering all in. Okay, that's great. You miss your
And
cocoon.
it's like, I think I did. Or no, he was suppressed. Oh, I did.
Yeah, I mean that's just the
Yeah.
difference between you winning and losing this fight. He gets full chain CC'd or she
He
lives.
has cleanse. I don't know. Like, he insta cleanses the hook.
That is true. Yeah. Well, this is out of your control, so whatever. Unless you could, I mean, you could ping that we shouldn't 4v4 here. And it's 5v4, but it's not really 5v4.
Mm.
Yeah, what's your approach here?
I don't know. I think it's just like try to hold this position until like they come back. Yeah, like, to be honest, I don't know what I was thinking. I guess it's like we see Brand top, and it's like we could probably maybe start it a little bit, and
I think if you want to
then
start, you need the setup. So what Thresh is doing is right, and I think what you're doing is
yeah,
wrong here. But you're starting it straight away when they have no vision, so they should assume you started it anyway.
mm,
So you should be
that's
where
true.
Thresh is, and Zoe should be coming as well and ignoring blue off. You should be assisting the bush. You guys are Thresh, Zoe, right? So you should something to consider as well as you should know where you want to fight. So this is specific to Elise, and it just helps that Thresh and Zoe have sort of the same identity, right? You want to be catching people face checking, basically. Like
Yep.
ideally, you literally happen to have three of the champions who have the same goal, who excel really well here. So, for example, here, if you can imagine, if you guys changed your behavior based on that concept, you guys would be here,
Mm,
right? This Nort cannot tank a triple combo without um getting poked. But the key is like can't full commit because their team's behind. But if Nort gets to 20% before the fight starts, and you recycle cooldowns, right? You could literally do the same
mm.
thing. And actually, Alvin, let's say you weren't playing Elise, you're playing Rek'Sai, but you know you have a Zoe and Thresh on your team. You should be encouraging them to do the same thing here, right?
Yep.
It is good, actually. I don't know why they try to chase you over the wall. This is really good positioning by your whole team.
Yeah.
Except
I think I used to mechanically misplay hard. Like, I E the Naut ult, where I think I should just tank it, right?
if there's no abilities follow up for sure.
Yeah, like no one was close. And this guy flashes over the wall and we just lose the fight somehow. And I think this was super troll, to be honest.
That was close though.
Like,
Wait, imagine if
yeah.
you got a mid though. Oh, dude, I think this could be good if you actually heralded mid here. Like, I mean, drifted mid here. You can make a quick 4v5. If Camille doesn't have
Oh,
TP,
you mean
the
okay, okay,
44.
yeah.
I mean, if Camille TPs with this HP, she's not a champ. Imagine if you hero mid here.
Mm,
You could create the 44 and you're like, as long as your team knows you're coming and you're pinging, they should be able to step up at the same time you're going in. Or like flanking.
yeah.
Oh, dude, that would have been pretty good.
Like it's kind of what happens anyways, but I guess
Yeah,
it's
but you
just
should be
way
like
slower.
here, right now. Now they should be like, oh
Yep.
shit, there's a guy behind me. Instead, you have to walk the safe way, and then you're walking all the way around, and yeah, you're late to the party.
Yep.
Jesus, just stat checking everyone. What does she have? Just Merc Treads and Bones, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
Like
Shield Bow and Merc Treads and Cleanse.
it's like at this point it's just they have 3 dragons. Like I guess we just have to play up fight like almost perfectly. Like insta kill
Fight better,
Nyla
yeah.
and then
Or you have to, like I said in the example, be in the bush first and make the fight unplayable, like an unfair fight, basically, where you're
mm,
hitting them one by one, right? Like we talked about before, like that, right? Now you continue the fight based off your. Like, this is a perfect example. Playing around terrain, you hook one, 20%, right? We kite
yep,
back, bubble, cleanse. We kite back, wait for see. I mean, you shouldn't cocoon like that. That was like hope, and then
yeah,
you could have cocooned here maybe. Now we have to wait. That's fine. We wait for CDs. We poke. Nice. Use your W like that. Now we should be starting Baron after we push this wave. Probably. So Zoe can play the game more, right? See what I ramming?
mm,
Play the wall here. Play the terrain here. Zoe can like carry this game.
yeah.
This is one clear opportunity, but uh the key is to, I think the key overall main takeaway, if you're playing Elise, Thresh, if you're playing with either of these three champs, you need to be really abusing Pokeball and terrain.
Yep. Like Casio is like the same, right?
Cassia,
Also, like yeah, you can just camp in a bush and press R.
not for Baron. You probably just want him hitting Baron and someone else. Like the threat of her hitting Baron, because if they blue and she's not on Baron, it's she can just get
Mm,
kited. But if they see she's Cassia eating the Baron, the panic is so much more. So, well, the other champ should be able to get free stuff on face check because
yeah, yeah,
you know Cassia, how fast Cassia can do Baron.
yeah.
In this, like for that's why you always need the DPS on Baron. So, for example, Jinx would be the same thing.
Mm,
If Jinx is not hitting the Baron and she's like, let's say she's just really good at cheesing for some reason, right? Like an 80 carry that has DPS. They blew the Baron. They can walk up very cautiously, right? There's no panic because the true DPS is not hitting the Baron.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean this was super well played up until you guys didn't stop the Baron.
I guess Zoe has no mana and like the top wave is pushing.
Alright, all one combo is all it takes. She's got one combo left, right? That's all it takes.
Yeah,
One good bubble on any of these champs, and they're dead. No one's tank. You see how no one can. What happens when no one can tank the bubble, right? Everyone's trying to like bait each other.
yeah.
Because Nort was 20%, you gotta remember.
Mm,
Now Nort can tank it, but if you can manage to chunk him here, again the situation changes a lot. Yes. Oh, you guys are playing it really well. I mean, they're playing really scared. Like, no one's flanking, and Rexide's over the wall, so. And Thresh, yeah, Thresh, good position. You see what I mean by you guys aren't actually fighting them? You're not giving them a fair fight, right? This is exactly the ideal scenarios you had to look for before you got behind in those fights.
Yeah.
The Skarner one, I'll give you a pass on that. That was hard, where he just ults in on Nyla and like, yeah, there's a chance he actually dies, right?
Mm.
But in general, this is just a good takeaway for like in future games, especially when you have this type of team comp.
Yep.
Where did it all go wrong? Jinx starts farming bot. That's a red flag.
Yeah, and I get caught here.
You're on the wrong side of the map, yeah, but
Like, yeah,
should be with the junk
I just did
support.
not expect him to be in the bush here.
I didn't either, but yeah, you're still on the wrong side of the map. Oh, they're prepping for dragon, right? Something like that. Dragon's in a minute. This is where I'd suggest not worrying, because you mentioned earlier before that they have 3 dragons, but that's why the game feels harder. But you know what? You were literally winning the game just a moment ago, right?
Yeah.
And now there's still the 4 dragon problem. But do you lose the game of 4 dragon?
Yeah, no, probably
No,
not. But it's like,
but it's
uh,
not good for them to get it, right?
yeah.
If they want to get it, there needs to be a trade-off. If they want to
So,
get it, they need to work for it, right?
but would you say it's fine to trade Baron for Soul then?
Yes, especially when the soul is not even up.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to get at is exactly what you're thinking about. Fight this area before the next soul. Don't just do gentleman's agreement. Okay, we're gonna fight soul at in 3 minutes, guys. Let's just both AFK farm. Gentleman's agreement handshake.
Mm.
No, let's. Skarner's up in 5. We have tempo. Zoe is in the area. They have to face check bushes to get a vision. Push mid and do the same thing you were doing before. Thresh is in the right spot, you're in the wrong spot, and Jinx is in the wrong
Yep.
spot, right? Imagine they have to face check again. And again, they're thinking, all right, if we get Soul, we're in a good spot. But Soul's in 3 minutes. The game doesn't just stop, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I just insta lose the game from going there.
Yeah, I mean,
My
it's
whole team
random.
gets killed and
Yeah,
I lose Baron, everything.
it is pretty random for her to be there, but it's random for you to be there as well.
Yep. Yeah, they like the yeah, like the takeaway is not me dying there. It's like I'm on the wrong side from the beginning,
Your
right?
mindset's from like, if, again, Dragon is in 3 or whatever minutes, your job is to make them put them in a dilemma where they do want the dragon, but they need to defend the Baron, right? If they don't defend the
Yep.
Baron, they're trading when they're ahead. Well, technically it's even, I guess, but based on team comp, they're ahead, right? Because you guys still have to play better for you to win fights, because you can't
Mm.
actually fight. You have to like poke or pick them. So that could be something to start looking out for, like your Baron setups. But honestly, we don't review them much because I feel like your games end pretty fast, like usually like 25 minutes. But even in
Yeah,
those
the good
20,
ones,
20,
but
oh yeah. Well, I guess the close ones are the bad ones, maybe not. But this is something important because you don't. Baron isn't started based on who has more of a gold lead, right? Baron is started on
Mm.
who has more control over the 2 lanes or 3 lanes, but mainly top and mid, right? Baron is
Yep.
started on who has more vision over, like who has more vision over the neutral line of the map, right?
Mm.
Especially, even if you're playing like Rek'Sai, for example, as well, it would be the same thing. A very similar thing where you have map hacks because you have W. So even if you didn't have deep vision, for example, and you started Baron, I don't think you would be cheesing. But the actually that's a terrible example. But the point is, you need to start thinking about how they see the game and understand that you can actually put a lot of pressure on them if you just start making proactive decisions around Baron.
Yep.
Because as long as you have the vision set up and more vision than them, that is something just like to abuse.
Mm.